everyone, this is the Mad Salvi letting you know that unless things are proven with Twitter posts and stuff like that and have actual proof behind it, treat everything in this thing as a theory. I will try to mark certain things as news and theory and everything like that to kind of let you guys understand, but also, you know, use a critical mind. And I hope you do enjoy. Here we go. Nijisanji has switched again. The reminder is nuked. Reminder that gross mismanagement of Nijien has almost cursed somebody. That one got nuked 83 days ago. It is no longer there from what it looks like. I think they're continuing to delete almost everything. So they started with 3 months and they're taking it looks like in little bits and pieces. 3 months was first, and now they're doing more non-Niji post removals. This one was removed 4 months ago. So the first non-Niji post showed up on the sub when the mods started cleaning process. They proceeded to delete that for just 4chan leaks to be on the front page instead on the main thing. So at this point, they should just said it's a private community. Honestly, I'm surprised how long it stayed up after the intern went mass deleting posts. I just don't understand how there are even more birthday posts showing up, because I view an old Reddit site must be pretty broken. Sorting by top, it's empty. Sorting by new, only 6 birthday posts. Another birthday post 9 more months after the birthday. Holy S, they deleted everything except one announcement, 11 official happy birthday posts, and 1 fan art post. So they're going on the full deletion spree. Now it just gets worse. And that's just a little update on that part. This is a post about Finana Ryugu, who has also lost a year's worth of subscribers. I went through it, I think, about a week or 2 ago. That, maybe more. That Elira lost a whole year worth of subscribers in just about a month. Finana, looks like the same things happened to them. They were on a rise. Let's take a look at everything on the rise here, and it dropped pretty much a whole year's worth of growth. However much growth that was, it may have been 20k, 10k, whatever it was. They lost it. They lost all that growth from July, from like May or so, all the way to May. From May to May, they lost everything. Decreasing sub is the least of their problems. TCV got nuked. None of them barely able to break over 1,000. Basically, even Vox was having trouble breaking over 1,000. Vivi and Kunai can barely break 300. Worse even more is that the lack of super chats. Scarlet is the one that's still getting it, and a few others are still getting some, but most of them are having a hard time getting the super chats going. Nijisanji's fault. They should have leave the matter too ambiguous. They called bully and still the company that they didn't want to terminate, or maybe graduation as leniency. Everyone's just targeting randomly to find who is the supposed bully. Not surprised, since most livers probably been seeing their numbers drop all around. I bet only the newer members are safe, as they've been primarily left uninvolved. Noctix and older gens are still bleeding subs. And the fish is about to hit 500k mark too. Iluna and XLA have had some gaining, with some losing, some flat. So yeah, it's kind of a mixed bag on all of them. And here's the Elira Pandora and the Finana Ryugu ones, which are of course going to be marked with some drops. The Elira one is just a continuous loss of subscribers, like they said right there. It's just a big loss here of subscribers, 22k. Same thing with Finana Ryugu, who's had a loss of subscribers, you know, daily average of 100, and right there she had 14,000 subscribers suddenly lost. So not really fun. She didn't do much other than like the Zion thing, where she, you know, she's like there's things happening in the background, that type of stuff. Went a little too far with that one, I think. She got a sharper decline than Elira. Could be just how charts are laid out, but it could be a sharper loss. Could be a sudden, not so sudden loss. But yes, Finana Ryugu has lost subs. Nijisanji Concert tickets are now on sale, which is good for Nijisanji, bad for any of the talents trying to do things with it. You know what I mean? But this is their people. It's a summer jam, and apparently Connect the World sold out in 10 minutes. Can confirm Connect the World did sell out. It even sold out in pre-sale. It sold out in pre-sale pretty much the same day. I remember that. And right now, what people are showing is that Summer Jam powered by Anime Expo. So far, these are the only ones that they've sold as of when this person made this actual thing here, which was probably 15 hours ago. We have to take a look and see what they're actually selling right now. Green is available. Gray is occupied. Yellow is reserved. Top part is off limits. It's pretty bad. AX normally can sell out events happening at Peacock Theater, and just strength of them being AX, they usually sell out within like a day. While Crow Noir is selling best, also the last day of the convention, but Nijien is on day 3. Still a solid day. Moment though, looks like, yeah, because most concerts from when I went to AX is like day 3 or so, day 2 or 3. So it's still a solid day, and usually they fill to capacity. But like when I went to Momoiro Clover Z, that filled to capacity. Not a cheap venue to rent. Primetime Emmys go there. Best is Any Color is currently looking at the loss of a few $100,000 at least, so tens of millions of yen. Those wouldn't be reflected in the financial report, at least September. That's still in the range of maybe 1 to 2%. So yeah, Connect the World was at the Peacock Theater, I believe, as well. You want another comparison aside from Connect the World? There was Love Live concert back in 2018. That was also held during Anime Expo 2018, held at the Peacock Theater. That time it was called Microsoft Theater. Tickets were sold out within 30 minutes. I went to that one. It was sold out within 30 minutes. It was full, pen lights and everything. And they did a full 3D concert, as you can see here. Full 3D concert. I mean, it was actually them, actually. It was actually IRL people. But, you know, full 3D because they were there. 40 minutes is usually how long they have been on sale for. 40 minutes. That's 16 hours ago. I want to see if they have any updates. Not to make it worse for them, of course, but there's only a couple of people in front of the line. This is at least when this was posted 14 hours ago. People are saying, what's even the point of this? It's like they're not even going to get DDoSed for people trying to, you know, get more tickets. They're probably never at a server crashing amount of traffic. Reminds me of that scene of Meeting Parents where Greg still had to wait his time to be called to airline lounge with nobody else. Yeah, it's basically looking bad for them. This is 14 hours. After an hour, this is what happened. Of course, the front seats are going to be the ones that are always going to sell first because people want to be in the front seats. People want at the very, very, very least to be on the floor. Because these front ones aren't seats, they're floor tickets, I believe, or they may be seated. But it looks like it's all bad. More to the point, a year and a half ago, tickets would have been really nearly sold out before the Salon thing. They probably would have been sold out. Especially the boys show after an hour. Nijisanji was still white hot in terms of popularity back then, but not now. Those back rows, or were they always unavailable? The back rows are always unavailable because of the viewing angles and things like that. So they were unavailable to start off with. When they filmed for digital tickets, they'll refuse to show much of the seating. It'll be basically front rows. More than likely, they're going to be doing more like close views of everything. That is the big thing that I wanted to mention here. We're going to take a look at the actual event, which is called, yeah, the back is not visible. It is this Summer Gem, whatever, powered by Anime Expo. But yeah, they're probably going to sell maybe 50%. They're going to sell the center. The center is always going to be sold. Center's always going to be sold because this place always sells first. So in my experience, the center always sells first, the sides sell later. So we may be seeing a little bit more in the future. I had covered this before because there was a bit of a kerfuffle, a bit of a situation where someone was calling out this talent agency. MSM Talent is like Mythic Talent, has big talents. I think it used to have Giga, now VShojo has Giga, and they have, you know, a lot of different things. They have, you know, they're supporting their talents. They're doing NAGS limited edition because NAGS is a part of MSM Talent, that type of thing. But they are in a big issue. I covered this, I believe it was like a month ago when this thing first came out. May 3rd, it was in the beginning of this month when it first came out, so it was a couple of weeks ago. Crimbo came out with this whole thing about civil forfeiture, and we have more information because recently False brought in some more information, False ID, and this is where I got a lot of the information here. Mad Scientist Media is their company number, is that one. It's been forfeited due to not paying taxes. Department Action Forfeiture, Articles of Organization was 2019. Ever since the 15th of October, 2021, anyone going for Mad Scientist Media who has signed a contract with Mad Scientist Media, Mad Scientist Talent, whatever you want to call it, they're pretty much, the contract is null and void because they are no longer an actual business entity. If you're doing it with Mad Scientist Media, then it's null and void. It doesn't work. If you're doing it with Seth, or the person who is in control of Mad Scientist Media, then, which is the one that is redacted here in Maryland, then it is an actual active contract, but you can't contract with a company that doesn't exist. The entity was forfeited for failure to file proper return of taxes, property tax return for 2020, and this is from Maryland Business, and it says right here, when business found, maryland.gov, it's been forfeited. Every single business of Mad Scientist Media has been forfeited because they haven't paid their taxes. So this is a bit of the talent management agreement. I just had the part where it shows talent management agreement dated blah 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 for the effective date between Mad Scientist Media Limited Liability Corporation, which they failed to actually, from what the information I've gotten, they're no longer an LLC because they're not registered as an LLC anymore. They forgot to register, and also they've been forfeited. So anytime that this management agreement here between the artist, individual, and Seth and the people that are part of MSM, Mad Scientist Media, it is null and void as far as I know. I'm not a lawyer, but that's as far as I know. And again here, it's been forfeited since the 15th of October. Idea Hackers was another organization that Seth tried to create. Seth is the person who is in control of all of these different organizations. He's pretty much trying to put his hand in different pots, trying to get money in different ways, but it's also been forfeited in Maryland as well as of the 15th of October 2021. So probably for the same reason. One officer available, which is Seth. Seth has been doing this right here, Mad Scientist Media. Seth Blank, which of course you need to redact these things because you do not want to dox somebody. It says, my name is Seth Blank, and I'm great at taking people's money and under false expectations. Basically, this whole LinkedIn here was taken over by somebody on this. I believe this is either LinkedIn or Facebook, one of those two. It was taken over by somebody else. Page Broadcasting Media Production Company. I will F you over. Hell, Maryland, United States. Scamartist.com was the one that the site that was switched over. I believe it is a site that actually works. I am not going to use it. I'm not going to show it because that would be showing some of Seth's personal information, most likely, kind of like a dox, and I don't want to use that. So I'm not going to use it. This is a continuation here. He also has Quick Press, which is another organization that he tried to create in order to skirt all the forfeitures that were happening. But since he doesn't like paying taxes, apparently, allegedly, from what is shown here, it's forfeited as well. So this is all bad stuff. This guy seems like a scam artist, in my opinion. This is just an opinion, just based on everything that he's showing. There was a judgment against him in court as of the 2018 on June 13th. The judgment, he was ordered to pay $25,000 in back taxes, in money that he owes. He entered in it on that. So he has Seth W. from Montgomery Village LLC, another LLC that he has defaulted and defrauded. He owes that LLC, specifically Montgomery Village. He owes them $25K, and he has a filing fee of $126, attorney fee of $52.50, all that stuff. And then when all those things weren't working, he created something called Grinding Coffee Co. It says it's a people of color, LGBTQIA plus owned coffee shop, Freshest Coffee. So he created this July 2016. He was a part of this. That didn't, go so well because he started doing these things. All lives matter. Feminism is blank. Trump sucks. Nobody said to understand that these things work. You F the F slur. He uses the F slur. And yeah, so that's when things went downhill for him there. He also, in his actual account here, started joking about consent. This is a great one. It's even relevant to recent events. If Jake was drunk, he couldn't consent either. So basically, he's joking about consent, which is really a low, scummy thing to do. And of course, Grinding Coffee Co. The site no longer exists. Something went wrong. Too many failed attempts. We try again in 10 minutes. Grinding Coffee Co. went to a grinding halt. Pardon the pun, of course. And they ended officially in this tweet on April 5th of this year, 2024. Hi everyone, after much consideration, they're going to be ending the kind of agreement to sell the company and cease operations as of March 31st. They started with a mission, they put their mission statement, all this kind of stuff. This is not the important part. The important part is that it's another failed business of Seth's. He also made Based Coffee Co. after that, starting January 2024. I think he was seeing the writing on the wall, and he made Based Coffee Co. It's still a small one. And I mean, these are all the businesses I'm talking about, all the businesses he's creating. He also created saucy.biz. This, of course, is redacted because it is too spicy for YouTube. And of course, if it's too spicy for YouTube, the name and everything, YouTube's going to screw you over. A little bit of torture right here. Saucy Biz launches. From what has been shown, from the information I've gotten, this is basically a white label company. He gets white label hot sauces that are just made by a larger group. And he repackages them, relabels them, and he charges a premium for them, which, a lot of people actually do. This is not that uncommon in the sphere, but it is a scummy thing to do anyways. There's white label coffee companies that will just create a coffee for you or let you use their previous blends and name it whatever you want, as long as you pay them the fee for getting all that stuff done. But of course, Seth not being very wanting to do a lot of work for himself, he has basically not filled out any information. It's much empty here. The page is much empty. Doesn't have any information on saucy.biz except that they're a hot sauce company. In their privacy policy, they're missing some things that Shopify requires. So the Shopify gives you, if I'm not mistaken, a template to put for your privacy policy. He took off some of the stuff on the privacy policy. A template privacy policy designed to cover your collection. So he didn't remove this whole thing. He is not legal advice. So he actually just left the template here. He was just like, there you go. And, he left this part up here. And he, I guess he could have removed it. I'm not sure if he could have. I'm not a Shopify person. But most likely you could have removed it in order to make it work. But he just left it there. And on the section 20, after reserve the right of the whole sole discretion to update, change, and blah, blah, blah. The terms of service, section 20, he left insert trading name, insert business name, insert business phone, insert business registration. He just left the template as is on Shopify. He didn't even enter any of that information. He was too lazy to do that. He just decided to put his MSM.gg thingy there, which is, Mad Scientist Media, which is what I'm talking about. And someone sent information regarding payments of being returned to Seth at MSM.gg for $47. The funds have been returned to your account. So that shows that, things aren't going so well because the company, either PayPal returned it to them forcibly, or the company decided to refund because they can no longer fill the commitments. And saucy.biz, which is what we were talking about here on the things that were going on here, the saucy.biz stuff, here is the Twitter for it. I only has 577 followers, joined February 2024, saucy.biz. And glitchless.gg, he's moving from saucy.biz to the coffee company, to the 2 different coffee companies, to all the LLCs he's creating, to another business, glitchless.gg, which is the registrar thing that happens here. Then he goes to Spite Engine, which is a VTuber design guild, cooking up a 2024 relaunch, 3D models, live 2D models, streaming assets, live 2D animation. So he's trying to get money on that, capitalize on that as well. And that is going to go poorly for him because, you know, people don't like scammers. At least he seems like it, in my opinion, just this is my opinion. He seems to be moving from one place to another whenever he gets caught. He seems to be moving again. I say seems because I have no proof that that's exactly why he's doing it, but that's what it seems like. He has more court dates going on here. District Court for Montgomery civil cover things. Midland Credit Management. So this is a creditor going against him. Small Claims Court. He involved parties. The plaintiff, the judgment for the plaintiff, you know, he's getting all these things. Canceled reason no service. The hearing tentative on San Diego. Appearance date is the 27th of 2023. He's getting sued, and those lawsuits can go for a while. He's getting sued in small claims court. Usually small claims actually doesn't take too long, so I don't know what happened, but this is the case detail information, at least what's given here. The case is still open. And over here, document information, complaint petition on 27th, supporting exhibit on 27th. So they're giving their information, their evidence, everything out there. So he is getting screwed big time. And last thing I wanted to point here is that they're having a management podcast, MSM. Seth is the guy, this is his avatar back here, the one in kind of like purplish. Introduction to MSM Talent Management. We'll look for management and find out if talent management is right for you, featuring Seth. Episode 2, mental health. Oh dear, no, he's talking about mental health too, featuring Seth. Tips on how to manage your mental health. Episode 3, growth and strategy. Learning basics of growth. So he's going through this whole thing, giving his experience, question mark? Because it doesn't seem like he's experienced much other than creating a bunch of different shell companies to hide from responsibilities or to just try to make money while he can and then escape when he gets caught. Again, my opinion on this part. I am opinionated in a lot of things. I do apologize for that, but, you know, I do want to give my opinion on everything. So this guy seems like a scumbag, in my opinion again. Seems like he's really messing around with things. Anybody who's had an agreement with him after October 15th of 2021 doesn't seem to be a actual valid contract. And also he was accused of just using open and free places to get sponsorships. They go there and try to get sponsorships for their talents, and they charge them a 15% fee for getting them those sponsorships, even though the people could do it for free. So that is a messed up part, of course. And that is pretty much all the information I have today. I thank you for waiting, and I thank you for staying through the whole thing. So this is more of a rumor, a opinion. The fish next on the queue, literally out of nowhere. But it is based on this tweet from Millie Parfait, going to spread some positivity in your timeline. Finana has always been a supportive friend, and she's always down to help on about anything. She's always on top of her game, whether it be handing offline work deadlines or just handing in presentations. Also, her voice is a siren. And I love her original songs. I'm guilty of looping some on the stop. Aside from that, she's a wonderful friend to hang out with. We were in Japan, you could easily bring out topics with her, and she entertained all my shenanigans too. She's one of the people, and she continues. So people are saying this may be a post to try to keep Finana's stuff up. I remember Finana saying she would have quit if Pomo wasn't there for her. Might have already turned in her graduation paperwork. But there's, you know, at least a 5-month wait period. At least what it seems to show that there's a 5-month wait period. Lag between turning in the 2 weeks notice and actually leaving. Assuming that there's more than one of them to turn in their papers the day after Slam was fired or a day after the Black Stream. First graduation will be not be before the AX show, and will probably be late enough in July that 2 weeks announcement will also be after the show. If anything, they'll probably punish the ones who try to leave early by scheduling their graduation for a day or two before the contract was set to expire, forcing them to pay whatever early termination fee that Nijisanji wants to make, which hopefully they don't. How does this correlate with Finana being next on the queue? I think they're saying the sudden decision to talk about her without a reason is suspicious to them. Guess we'll know who the fish is Black Stream. Listen, as much as we can speculate on what it means, it's implying it is just speculations. Speak before you think, as they don't realize how every word of theirs can be taken as twisted. That's the thing. A lot of people can twist these things. Just being honest with you. A lot of people can twist things. Being honest with you. A lot of speculation happens. That's why I called it a rumor to begin with, because it's just speculations, off speculation. Finana making a joke about doing something clumsy, ending with an M, along those lines. She got called out and deleted the original tweet that Flipsy was referring to. And this, I believe, is the tweet that she's referring to. Keep the mouth open again. It wasn't a spider. I want to blank. And he's like, maybe don't do that. And then she deleted the tweet. Basically, inactivity also does not mean that they are going to leave. But inactivity can bring a lot of speculation, of course. Either that or she just got put through the ringer by management and Millie's trying to make her feel better. They're probably forced to walk on thin ice over their audiences while expected to go on as normal. Nickel and Dime S may explain the complete lack of fanfare for events, the anniversary, poor revenue on the stream combined with the S management is making things harder for them. It's very true. Imagine how much better they'd be without Niji dragging them down. Of course, they would be much better. Finana, others would be much better if they were like in another company, but it's too late for that because they are a part of Nijisanji. So I hope they get out and I hope they get better. I hope things get better for them. Press X to doubt. A lot of people doubting this, of course. But I guess, like I said, this is rumor, this is speculation. Anime Impulse is happening, and it is tomorrow, and these guys have not sold. Luxiem has not sold. They have not sold anything. The people who have sold out are down here, which is the people who are out of any kind of, you know, negativity. Ike, only for the black stream, of course. Sunny, Fulgur didn't do anything. Vanticor didn't do anything. These are all people who are not in any kind of drama. Ironically expected Vox to be sold out considering how many fans he supposedly has. This person's saying it'd be more logical for them to use their base first models, the ones that more people got in with. Sure, anime manga does similar thing all the time, but at least when companies do this sort of stuff, you can recognize the character. With over here with Vox, you can hardly recognize it's Vox unless you're like a real big time fan. I wonder what would happen if the majority of Uki's people were white. That would just make him go crazy. This person's talking about how, you know, the people who are not in any type of big controversies are the ones that are actually selling out. Yuki Wilson also included with here some dramas, stealing mascot art without artist permission, but he fixed that. Yuki Wilson fixed that. He actually apologized. He actively apologized, and he fixed that supposedly. So that's a thing there. And of course, going back to sold out, Fulgur had one too, mocking Hollow Council back in the day. Ike has a black stream, but people seem to be a little bit more forgiving about these people because it seemed like they were more forced. And Fulgur thing was a long time ago. Apologize, that type of thing. So just giving you guys an update on that one. It's a little bit of a memeing on Riku, which is Virgin Riku forces livers to sign unfavorable deals on a strict time limit with threats of blackmail. Chad Gunrun forces VTubers to get their own lawyers to go over contract to make sure they know what they're signing. That is what they should do. Sakana does this too for Face Connect members. Slandering it's slanderously untrue. Gunrun also offers to provide a lawyer. Like, they'll pay for the lawyer if you need it. This is just a bunny suit Selen. I'll let you see that for a little bit. Bunny suit Selen. Unless you go with top post of all time, either Purgers forgot about it or whatever damn reasons intentionally left for public. Turns out it was just Reddit doing an FE and not showing older posts. So that was still there. A bunch of others back now, like it used to be literally just the birthday spam, and now there's more back. So yeah, there's more back with this. Of course, Hololive does nothing and wins. This is a whole freaking video on things that are happening in Nijisanji. And yeah, they're all the stuff that's happening with Nijisanji, all the things that are going on with Niji JP, Sayu, you know, people winning, them just winning by existing pretty much, which is, you know, it's fun. It's fun to see these things. JP Niji Store puts out a notice regarding shipping delays for their merch. Source shopped at Niji JP. They've received a lot of inquiries regarding the status of shipping and apologized to customers for the inconvenience. Currently, there is no time spent. There will be time spent with longer than usual. Items be shipped as soon as they are available. They are also receiving increased volume of support requests in the order that they come. And here's the notification status right here. Currently experiencing delays in responding to shipping inquiries. We apologize for the inconvenience. Shipping status, currently shipping is longer than usual. We really ship the products as soon as they are ready, so please wait for a while for them to arrive. We are currently receiving a large number of inquiries and responding to them one by one, so it's there apologizing for the inconvenience pretty much. Lightwood laminate, that's a Fallout Standards moment. For those who don't know, this is a phrase Bethesda used in one of their apology emails sent to the customers because they missed deadlines in delivery to those who pre-ordered the $50 rum bottle, which turned out to be a complete dog-ass. Yeah, complete. It ended up being like, it was really messed up. It was like some small bottle covered in like plastic or something like that. Insufficient staff. I'm shocked. Very much curious about where they're pulling the extra staff from. Don't really see anything new to support people from the recruitment page. Would be wild if they went so far as to pull the levers to do it. Man, it's weird. It's kind of sad to see them going from pretty capable VTuber agency to doing this kind of stuff. It is kind of sad when you think about it. Talking about lime, which right here says if you want Saya's expressive, I offer you this lime. Corsanji models are downright stiff. When you compare it to lime, and you can be convinced of a real anime girl. This person's basically saying that when it comes to VTubers like you know, lime, they're independent, so they can do what they want. It's basically the wallet becomes a determining factor. they put Bao's model here, which is, you know, another one. If you have the money, then you can get a good model. Mint's model is more expressive than Pomu model. Also, I love VTubers who actively use expressions on their models, like Amora. I'm excited for Doki's new model. She'll have the same rigor as Laimu and be expressive. Oh god, the smug Vine Sauce is a VTuber agency now. Lime, Vine Sauce has, you know, Jabroni-chan. Joel has a PNG tuber. Vinny has Meat. Lime has hers. Rev has connection with Indies. Let's take a look at what Lime's saying this time.
Spent a very long time playing MMOs with people in North America, and it's just kind of stuck. My mother tells me to stop being American when I talk to her. I can mostly code switch if I'm talking to her in real life, but if I'm sitting at the computer and I try to sound more British, I don't sound real anymore. Yeah, like 40 water bottle and 40 water bottle. You can like switch backwards and forwards between those, and it's fairly easy. But if I'm talking to her on the phone, and especially if I call her on my computer and I have my headset on, she's like, I'm not talking to you if you sound like that. And it's like,
look at the model. I mean, compared to like things that Nijisanji throws out, it's very expressive, which is good. And like I said, it ends up being how big your wallet is, or in some cases, how much people can donate to you. That is all for right now. Of course, comment, like, and subscribe down below. Thank you for being here. Of course, I love having the conversations with you guys. I love having these things with you guys, and I do appreciate it whenever you guys do comment. Take a look at my description for my socials. There's a Discord, there's Twitter, there's other places that you can check me out, Twitch, etc. And also check on your screen right now, because there might be a video that you might enjoy. Thank you.